What's up, Disney fans? What's up, Avengers and Spider-Man fans? Today we're taking a look at Build-A-Foam superheroes. Okay, so we've got Build-A-Foam Ultimate Spider-Man. And what these are some 3D foam, kind of like puzzles. You put them together and you make yourself a little figure. It looks like it's probably going to be about that tall. So I've got Iron Man from the Avengers, and I've got Ultimate Spider-Man. Comes in these nice sparkly little packages. Kind of shows what they're going to look like when they're done. Let's rip these things open and start building. This doesn't look overly complicated, just probably a little bit fiddly. What you get here is you get this little foam board. It's more cardboard than foam board, but there is a little bit of mushiness to it. And it looks like you get some arms and feet on this little panel. You get the head and the body on this panel, and you get some legs and feet here, and then the chest here. So I'm going to pop all these pieces off, follow the instructions, and see what this guy looks like. Alright, I got all the pieces all popped out, and I haven't a clue what I'm supposed to do with this thing because the instructions aren't really clear. So I'm going to save it for last and hope we can fit it in somewhere. Alright, so let's take the foot and attach the ankle. Now we will take his leg and slide that over the ankle. 2 legs done. Alright, so we have his hips and where the legs meet. I think that's going to slide up in that. And we have some little leg connector pieces that need to go on here. Now let's get these legs slid on. This is kind of tricky because these little pieces are a little bit flimsy, so you have to be careful. The legs are built. Okay, so there's some perforations here. I think what we need to do is just fold this down carefully, kind of tilt this back a bit. There's a couple of folds here and here. I don't want these pieces to break, so I'm just going to kind of bend them a little bit right now until I get all the other pieces attached. And we'll start by boxing in his chest with the back of Spider-Man. We'll bend these tabs in and get them ready for the big connection. This ought to be real fun to do on camera. These little tabs have to go in those slots while I'm trying not to bend something too drastically. And that one goes in there. And then I just finished it up, tabbing in all these little pieces, kind of bending this around. You have to kind of mutilate it a little bit to get it in place, but I seem to have got it working. This little cross shape, it will go down and slide on right here, but I'm probably going to need to do this off camera because I'm going to have to handle it very carefully. I'm noticing that this thing is not a very sturdy construction. Maybe it's shoddy craftsmanship on my behalf, but it's going to be interesting if he stays standing. Alright, so you take the arms, you're going to slide those down right inside of here. Okay, so I found a use for the mystery piece. It is, in fact, the back of the head. And lastly, these 3 tabs are going to plug into the chest, but I absolutely must do this one off camera because if I breathe a little too hard, this thing will topple. And there he is, folks. Ultimate Spider-Man in all of his ultimate glory. Check this out. It's a 3D cardboard foamy type construction. It's actually kind of fun to build, but it's very flimsy in the waist area. This whole deal going on right here is extremely flimsy. So I think if you want to shore that up a bit, you could grab some popsicle sticks or something, maybe kind of make a glued connection behind the legs. And I think that would allow him to stand a little bit better, but it's kind of a neat thing. It's kind of a neat effect. You got a little 3D, 2D type, I don't know, Ultimate Spider-Man looking all heroic-like in the pose. Okay, we got Iron Man all assembled off camera because it's a lot easier to do it off camera. The fiddly points on these guys are the waists. They're really, really fiddly. And they're very weak. And it's very easy to make them weak just by those little strut things. Those things just are just not good connection points. So, if you have popsicle sticks or if you have just some of the refuse left over here, you can cut that up and kind of firm that up. You know, maybe just glue the waist to the legs in the back, and I think it would make for a much easier and more portable figure. Right now, they're just kind of leaning against my backdrop, so very fiddly, but very fun too. Putting something together with no glue, no mess, no nothing. It is kind of fun. You can tear these things apart, put them back together, and, you know, have a little fun. Fun for the kiddies, fun for the family to enjoy the Avengers and the Ultimate Spider-Man. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hey, subscribe to all my channels on the Mitch Santona Network. Oh, man, you'd be awesome if you did that, and I would truly appreciate it. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with some more Disney fun.